Welcome learners, this is teacher Susan from Flying Kite School and I'm a grade 2 class teacher. I'm going to give you a lesson in literacy and our topic for this week is report writing. Now you must be thinking, what exactly is a report or what exactly is a written report? Well, a written report is a fact of something that happened. A written fact of something that happened is what is known as a written report. When something has happened and then you're taught to write the facts of the things that happened, you are being taught to write a written report. So now today I'm going to give you an example of how you can write a report about the story that we read together in class. And today the story that we're going to be looking at is Little Red Riding Hood. So we are going to write the main facts of the things that happened in this story. So we are going to start with the first thing you need to do. You need to write a title. So the title of the story that the report we're writing about today is Little Red Riding Hood. So whenever somebody is going to open your book and the person will see the title, they will understand that you are talking about Little Red Riding Hood in your report. They will understand that you're giving the facts of the things that happened in the story you read, which is Little Red Riding Hood. And the next point you need to look at the characters who were in this story that we're talking about. Well, we understand that there was Little Red Riding Hood herself, the big wolf, and her mother, as well as her grandmother. So these are the main characters who were in this story. So in this story, you understand that Little Red Riding Hood was sent to go to her grandmother to take fruits to her grandmother who was sick. So when you're writing a report, you have to indicate the facts. So we're asking, where did she go? You need to write to see her grandmother who was sick. That is what you need to indicate. And then, why did she go? She went to take fruits. So you are just getting the main points or the main facts of the story. Where did she go? You have to indicate she went to see her grandmother. Why did she go? She took fruits to her grandmother who was sick. Okay? And what happened on the way? What happened on the way? So we understand from the story that as she was going, she was called by, she heard a voice that was calling her. And then she answered this voice, and the voice asked her, where are you going? And she answered, I'm going to see grandmother who is sick. And she also gave directions. We understand the next question is, what happened on the way? Well, Little Red Riding Hood heard a voice, and this voice asked her a certain question, and she answered this voice. So what happened on the way? We are looking at the facts of the story. She heard a voice who asked her where she was going, and she said where she was going. Okay? And who did she find at home? Who did she find at home? That is our next question. Well, our next question is that when she entered in the house, she smelled something that was really funny. So she went and she called out for her grandmother. When she went in her bedroom, she found that it was the big wolf that was in her grandmother's bedroom. And the big wolf had eaten her grandmother. So we are now talking about the facts. So when you're taught to say, who did she find at home? When you're looking at the main points, you just say, she found the big bad wolf in the grandmother's bedroom. And what happened there? After she did this, she found the big bad wolf in her grandmother's bedroom. Then the big bad wolf wanted to eat her up. Then suddenly the door opened and somebody came to her help. That is her mother who came. And the mother is the one who rescued her, and she hit the big bad wolf, and they opened the big bad wolf's tummy and they removed her grandmother from the big bad wolf belly, and her grandmother put onion in the big bad wolf's belly, and that is how the big bad wolf was rolled outside, and they closed the door and had a cup of tea. And the big bad wolf woke up in the bush and he was feeling sick because the grandmother had put onion in his belly. And the big bad wolf said, I will never eat another grandmother again. But we're looking at the facts of the story. So when you're talking about the facts of the story, my learners, you just have to say the main points that happened. So who came to help her? Her mother came to help her. She beat the wolf, removed her grandmother from the wolf's belly, and they had a cup of tea. Then the big bad wolf said, "I'll never eat another grandmother again." You also try fill up the report that I have started for you with the questions about Cinderella, the story we read together, so that I'll be able to understand whether you have understood the concept of writing a report or not. I'll just need you to fill in the gaps that I have left for you. So thank you so much and see you next time.